Hello and welcome back to another HTD number 4 with Mr. Phelps. And today I have a special, new, and fun drawing tutorial for you guys. I had a student ask me the other week, can you please teach us how to draw a fighter jet? Now the thing is, fighter jets are pretty hard to learn how to draw, even for someone who's been practicing for years. So I wanted to go with something a little bit easier, but I decided to stick with the theme and teach you guys how to draw a regular airplane. And so you know the drill. Go ahead and get your materials, get your piece of paper, get your drawing utensil, eraser of course, and for today's lesson I encourage you guys to get a ruler just to help get much more accurate results and utilize all the tools available. So what I want you guys to do is draw kind of a funny looking X, and so just go ahead and start by making a line like this, and then you're gonna kind of make sure it's kind of at an angle. It shouldn't look like a normal X, and one of the legs or the lines make a little bit longer. And if you have a sharp eye, you can probably see where this is going. This is going to be kind of the shape or the body of our plane. So I want you guys to just familiarize yourself with the dimensions for the airplane. And so from here, go ahead and make a funny kind of slanted rectangle, starting with that line you drew across this way, and make it kind of skinny rectangle box. Now if you want to go ahead and crack the ruler out for this part, by all means go ahead and do so. Make sure that it kind of lines up so that you have that shape where it looks like the rectangle is being laid across the line or the body of our airplane. Now from here, let's go ahead and make kind of a triangle off the top of this rectangle. And if you can't tell, this is going to be the wings of our airplane. And don't make it a very big triangle. See how it's pretty small, but it's skinny, kind of like our rectangle. And then what we can do is we can probably take this line back a little bit. And now for the funny part, I want you to draw kind of a funny looking hot dog around that line the other part of the X that you made. It didn't come past the line that you made, but make it skinny in the back and get bigger towards the front. Give it a little bit of a pointy tip. But yeah, kind of really get familiar, play around with the shape of your hot dog. But again, skinny in the back, point around that point at the front, make it bigger as it gets closer to the front of our airplane. If you see, we already have a pretty good shape going for this airplane. And so from here, let's go ahead and erase inside the hot dog. There we go. And let's go ahead and erase inside the wings. Maybe get rid of any extra marks that we don't want. And for this, make this wing a tiny bit bigger on this side, because it's kind of like a 3D drawing. This wing is closer to us looking at the airplane. This one's farther away on the other side of the airplane. And then from here, let's go ahead and this kind of slopes down a little bit more, kind of make it kind of go like that. What we can really do is actually, so it's gonna, the back part's gonna slant down. So go ahead and draw that line a little further out. And then from here, maybe we can go ahead and start using our ruler. Let's line it up kind of right next to where the wing connects to the body. And we'll go ahead and draw a line like so. And we'll get rid of some of the extra. And you can go ahead and erase the front because we're going to do the same thing to the other side actually. So kind of where that wing was, go ahead and make another line. And notice that I made them a little bit different from each other because the way the cockpit, or the front of the airplane, is going to come down. It's got where the pilots will sit, and then it's kind of got the tip of the plane. And so that's kind of where that rounded, that pointy part of the plane will come in. And it's going to curve around until it connects to that line that we drew. Again, I'm going to get rid of my extra lines. Sometimes this is what it takes to really get the drawing that you want. You gotta really just play around. Use the eraser plenty. It's all part of the process. All right, I think that's looking pretty good. Now, this wing is actually gonna curve in a little bit. If you've ever sat at the window seat of an airplane and looked out, you notice that the wings kind of curve. And so what they do is it'll be kind of like follow that line, but it's gonna start to curve in right towards the end there. And same thing for here. I'm gonna make my wings a little bit shorter, but it's gonna kind of connect in the same, like in that triangle. And it's gonna go like this. It's gonna go kind of like that. Just do your best. Keep that eraser handy. And I think I'm pretty satisfied the shape of the wings. Just like that. And let's go ahead and finish off the tail here. So kind of where that straight line you drew, it kind of curves back in. And then from here, maybe you can go ahead and use the ruler again. Don't make it too big, but make sure you give a nice slanted, kind of pointy tail. It's going to kind of look like another geometric shape. Kind of come like, let's see here, kind of like that. Here you're gonna have the tail kind of wings. They're gonna come in the same almost direction as the other wings. They kind of round at the tip there, and they curve in, connect like that. The other one's gonna kind of look the same as the other wing. It's got that slanted triangle kind of look. Just like that. Okay, only a few details left to finish off our plane. Let's go ahead and add some engines. So make a kind of a oval circle right in that pocket where the wing connects to the plane. Just gonna draw a curved line to connect to the wing. Connect to the wing. Add another curved line right behind it. And then right on the other side, same place, in that little pocket, draw a smaller oval circle and connect it. And you don't need to connect the other side because the other side's connected. We just can't see it because the body of the plane is blocking it. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then some planes, as I'm sure you've seen, have kind of unique designs. And so we're gonna give one this cool kind of like squiggly shape. So just draw like a really bendy looking S from side to side. And then on the other side of the wing, make another squiggly curved line like that. We're almost done, guys. For the last part, right where you made that cockpit, kind of right where it dips into the nose, I want you to draw a half U, half of the letter U. Stop about there. Kind of make it even with the side of the plane. Give it a tiny slanted line. And then follow that curve back around. Just like that. And then add some windows, just a couple straight lines. Make sure they kind of follow that curve, so don't make them all the same per se. And then go ahead and add 4 more tiny circle ovals for the passenger windows. Kind of lined up right with the cockpit. And then don't forget to add the flap of the wing. Just draw a straight line from the tip. Connect it like that. Do the same thing over here. Just like that. Oh, and don't forget the flap of the tail. Straight line. And then almost like a sideways T. And then I'm gonna recommend that we trace this one, guys. So finish any details you think you need with your plane. See, I'm going to grab a pen for this one. Use the ruler, unless you feel comfortable freehanding it like Mr. Phelps. Remember to don't trace over the lines where other shapes have been drawn. Just do your best. when you are all done tracing, go ahead and erase. And let's see how those airplanes turned out. Alright, that's not a bad looking airplane. And hopefully you guys were able to keep up in this tutorial. I know it might have seemed a little bit more difficult than normal, but I want to challenge you guys. And I challenge you to add to your drawing. What I want you to do is after you've traced it, maybe add some color to it, and then I want to see you guys add maybe some clouds, or maybe a sunset in the background, or some birds flying next to it. I want to see how creative you guys can get. So like I said, add some color to it, get creative. You can certainly copy mine, but I encourage you to make it your own. And of course, sign it like the professional artist you are. And that concludes another HTD. I'm really enjoying these guys. Again, feel free to send me suggestions. I'll do my best. And tune in next time.